Mechanics of Vibration, Volume 1, Rhythm, by Jaylen. Key definitions. Rhythm, a regularly reoccurring sequence of events, actions, or processes. Cause, the reason for something happening or the thing that makes an event occur. Effect, a result, outcome, or consequence of an action or cause. In this volume, the clicks will represent an event. So every full rotation that the red field has over the black circle will represent an event. Or, to click only once would be a singular event, but to click a multitude of times would be a rhythmic pattern. By understanding rhythm, we can apply this concept to our lives. In life, we may fall into many rhythms without identifying or acknowledging them as such. Let's use eating hot food and burning your tongue, for example. Eating hot food would be the cause, and burning your tongue would be the effect. Once this cause is repeated, it will create a rhythm, or a cycle. Cause is equal to effect, as eating hot food is equal to burning your tongue. Rhythms can be positive or negative, depending on how the rhythm affects your life, just as your definition of negative and positive are subjective. The example of a positive rhythm would be something like people coming up to pet a dog for a cause, and the effect is getting licked by the dog. The example of a negative rhythm would be people coming up to pet an alligator, and the alligator eating them as the effect. Let's agree that the quality of your life is dependent on your positive to negative rhythm ratio. If you have more negative rhythms than positive rhythms, let's say your quality of life is relatively negative. If you have more positive rhythms than negative rhythms, let's say your quality of life is relatively positive. To prevent a negative quality of life, one must possess more positive rhythms than negative rhythms. To break a rhythm, one must alter a cause to alter the effect. Examples like forgetting to clean up would leave you with a messy room, but remembering to clean up would leave you with a clean room. So by just altering that one action, by remembering instead of forgetting, you have created a positive rhythm. And that concludes this volume. Depending on how much you prioritize altering your quality of life ultimately will determine how you live. Moral of the story, life is what you make it.